everybody, and welcome to another weekly video. Now today we have a couple of things, and this is going to be my first spooky story ever. However, I do have a recommendation to start off with. If you are within the ages of 5 and 3, I recommend you do not watch this video for your own security. Are you sure you want to do this? Because this is a severely spooky story, known as a creepypasta. Now, let's move in. Warning may frighten younger viewers. Okay, let's go. Let's start with the story. This takes place in the island of Sodor. It takes place before Thomas came, and a train called Timothy used to own the train tracks. He was first of the tank engine era. And, these are the two basic designs of face, from the new and the old. He was a very kind but old engine, and he had the number 0 written upon his side. The Flight controller one day told him to take the nighttime carriages down to the end of Queensville, north of the sheds. So they buckled him up and the people got on board. Drivers hopped in. Everything was going smoothly. As they were just about to come around the corner, things started to go off. He was flagged down, but the brakes didn't work. He didn't move. He was just going. He zoomed past the station with no care. We didn't know what was happening. The drivers had no idea, and the people on board had no idea what was happening. Timothy just kept driving and driving and driving and driving. The viaduct was still being constructed, and it was only halfway complete. The middle was not combined yet. Meaning that if he was to go off that viaduct, everything would go down with it. He switched tracks and turned down, kept moving. The driver tried to move the brakes, but it didn't work. They couldn't budge. They fiddled around with the coal and the mechanics, but nothing happened. Nothing stopped it. It just kept going. Timothy, stop! What are you doing? Don't! You kill us all! One of the drivers screamed out, but Timothy did not listen. He did not reply. He just kept moving and moving and moving and moving, and he didn't stop. Until it was too late. They had zoomed around the corner. One of the drivers managed to jump off and make it to safety to tell the story for another day. However, the rest weren't so fortunate. Timothy zoomed down the branch line and over the viaduct. Down they went. Unconceivable dead pit. It is said that every 27 years, on the night of the accident, in Sodor Island, he will once again roam the island of Sodor in his spiritual form for an entire week. Now let's start moving down to the lore and what this guy can actually do and why he is so scary. If you are not a train, it is most unlikely that you will be harmed. Since said he is a train, he cannot leave the bindery of the tracks. Meaning if you are nowhere near the tracks or have no entry to it, you cannot be caused harm. However, using the list here, the ways Timothy can take you out, do not do any of these. If you were standing on a reachable track, he will either attempt to run you over or take you by surprise. And if you get inside of him... okay, that's some bad spelling, I missed the I. But if you get inside of him, he will commit suicide, taking you out and taking you down with him, just like the many passengers years ago, only for him to be reformed since he is undead. However, there is a little bit more behind him. You see, if he does commit suicide directly through the viaduct, it is said through legend that he will actually end his reign of terror and move on to the afterlife. However, no one has truly been successful of doing this. So if you do any of these things, if it gets to you, you're dead. And that's just it. You're dead. Well done, you reached the end of the video. Press the like and subscribe button, or someone's going to steal it. You have 10 seconds.